Yes, he never fails. Start speaking now.
The failed acts effect was a film which was made.
Yes.
The failed acts effect.
Tanya. Who was it? Beatrice.
The failed act effect. The act effect. He said the act
Sorry,
effect.
-1. The failed acts effect, you see, because in the topic, the precedes fail, not act.
But he said the
Hang
act.
on. Start speaking the failed act effect for the remaining 20 seconds. Start speaking now.
Mr. Steven Spielberg made the film The Failed Act Effect when he was 15 years old. Mr. Spielberg is a very innovative sort of a movie director because he makes different sort of films.
Yes.
Deviated from the topic. He's speaking about Mr. Spielberg.
Sorry, there was no deviation, although movie is a slang, mind you. Movie is a slang, and that's not permanent. As I said, we're going to use only the Queen's English. Movie happens to be a slang, but then I let it pass because your objection was not a valid one. The failed act effect, for the remaining 10 seconds, start speaking now.
The film was on the top sellers list for the past 50 years. It is a very interesting film because in this film, many people...
Yes.
It's interesting, not interesting.
Yeah, there was a pronunciation error also, and film was never a part of the topic, so he'd been repeating the word film over and over again. You guys ought to have objected, but nevertheless, it goes back to MPVM for that fleeting 3 seconds. I wish you all the best. Complete the minute. Don't commit any of their errors, particularly not the starting error. The failed acts effect. Start speaking now.
The acts effect failed maybe because of the
Objection.
Hesitation.
No, there was no hesitation. There was no hesitation. There was no hesitation. For that fraction of a second, the topic remains with my friend from MPVM.
Excuse me, I have a hesitation.
Sorry, there's only the first objection I'm going to entertain. The failed act effect, all that you've got to do is now breathe into the mic in the minute it's going to be over. The failed act effect, start speaking now.
The acts effect failed.
That's it, minute over. The third topic of the day goes to my friend here from SMC, J.P. Srivastava. And your topic is, if only SMC were a co-ed institution. I know I am voicing the wishes of the boys here, but the topic goes to you, if only SMC were a co-ed institution. Start speaking now.
If only SMC was a co-ed.
Only SMC was.
So,
Was the co-ed.
she hadn't completed the sentence. She hadn't completed the sentence. Be careful, you're going to commit that terror. It was slightly premature on his part. If only SMC were a co-ed institution, start speaking now.
If only SMC was a co-ed institution.
Yes.
Again, those...
Yeah, this time there was an error because she'd also proceeded to say was a co-ed institution. It was a grammatical error. The only difference between Kaustubh's tap and Akshay's tap was that Kaustubh ought to have waited for her to have completed that part. Yes, I granted to you a +1 to Akshay. If only SMC were a co-ed institution. Grammar is a very funny thing. I could never really figure out rent. I could never really figure out rent, Mr. Francis Moore, late Mr. Jonathan. They would probably be, pulling their hair. Okay, it goes to you for the remaining 53 seconds. Start speaking now.
If only SMC were a co-ed institution, all the boys of SJC would have a gala time. They would party all day long because they would have girls beside them. But they do not realize that there would be certain disadvantages. They would have to be quiet.
Yes.
He's repeating the word they.
Yeah, you could have substituted the word they by something else. You had to find a way around that. You cannot keep on saying they. Wonderful. If only SMC were a co-ed institution. This is not GHS, I'm talking about BHS. Start speaking now.
If only SMC were an co-ed institution.
Sorry, -1 to St. Joseph's. Start speaking now.
If only SMC were a co-ed institution. I agreed that night because I felt that SMC ought to be a co-ed institution because the boys of BHS needed the girls of GHS and SMC as well to fathom out the various mysteries of the human mind, especially the women mind. It could be that.
Yes, girls high school.
He hesitated.
He hesitated because he committed an error and he realized it sooner than anyone else did. Fathom the mysteries of the women mind, you said, right? So there was a grammatical error and sometimes we stop in our tracks because we have committed an error. So my friend from Soumya Mishra from Girls High School, you would say, no, I don't care, I don't care whether SMC is co-ed or not. I would bother if only BHS went co-ed. If SMC were a co-ed institution, start speaking now.
If SMC were a co-ed education institution,
Hesitation.
Yes, there was a hesitation. She stopped. For the remaining 13 seconds, lucky for some, you never know. Start speaking now.
If SMC were a co-ed institution, we would all have an easy time in the dramatics area because all our dramas are only with boys. If there were girls, then our dramatics would have a lot of interesting.
Yes, minute over. Alright, the next topic goes to my friend Cosmo. What would your topic be?
That's up to you, sir.
That's up to me. Alright. Cosmo's topic is a very decent one.
I doubt that.
No, absolutely decent. Absolutely decent. Salvador Dali and the fifth leg of the table.
Could you repeat that, please?
Salvador Dali, he was a painter and a sculptor. Salvador Dali and the fifth leg of the table. Start speaking now.
Salvador Dali and the fifth leg of the table. That's what I got as an essay topic in my extracurricular activity at Josephest. Salvador Dali was a painter, a very renowned painter, and a man that...
Pronunciation is that really, you did not say really properly, or really.
Yeah, there was a pronunciation error and then he was repeating the word painter also. Sorry, your tap came late. Tanya, who was the right of the tap? You were the one who tapped first, no? Which school incidentally you've gone to? Which school have you gone to? SMC, alright. So your schoolmate, she can't be wrong. For 45 seconds,
Would you please just repeat this?
Salvador Dali and the fifth leg of the table. Start speaking now.
Salvador Dali and the fifth leg.
Yes.
Salvador Dali, I guess he said Dali. He said Dali.
That's a proper name. That's a proper noun.
So it should be Dali, I guess.
So that's absolutely right. So long as you didn't say darling. Salvador Dali and the fifth leg, -1 to her. Salvador Dali and the fifth leg of the table. Start speaking now.
As I was saying, Salvador Dali was the fifth leg of the table. A table usually has 4 legs, but Mr. Dali was used as the fifth leg because this was a very large table. It housed over 50 people for dinner.
Yes.
House. It should be housed.
I said,
He did say housed. He did say housed. -1 to April. Salvador Dali and the fifth leg of the table. Start speaking now.
it was on the 1st of May that the feast of St. Joseph was about to be conducted, and Salvador Dali was used as the fifth leg because the table was not sufficient enough for all of these people. Our principal, Father Lewis, had not thought about this beforehand, and Salvador Dali was a very good person who offered his own services for everyone at need. The food served was chicken, fish, and prawn, but Salvador Dali only got fish. That affair was slightly bad on our part because that man was.
Yes, there was a tap.
Deviation from the topic?
Yeah, there was a pronounced deviation from the topic. Yes. But did he speak for 20 seconds? Yeah, he gets bonus points for having scored. My timekeeper tells me we have about 28 seconds. Congratulations, Akshay. You're doing very